Hi. So finally this is a video where we'll varnish the painting together. So this is a painting that I've done recently. This painting is inspired by Kantara movie. I hope you all have seen the movie already. So I have already posted in progress reels of this painting. So after everything is done, the final thing we do is varnishing. So varnishing is very important because it protects the painting from dust and UV light. Also it highlights the painting, making all those colors look so good. I'll show you the after videos how it makes a difference. So we need uh, an applicant. That for that you can use a brush or a sponge. Now I have this brush. I prefer using brush. You can also use a sponge, and if you're using a spray, then you don't need to have any of this. About brush, you should make sure that it's good enough so that there won't be any brush lines seen, so that the varnish goes off smoothly. Now coming to the varnish that we can use, there are different types of varnishes that are available. I have used 2 or 3 of them till now. One of them is Akanksha varnish. This is also water based varnish which we can use, but I don't prefer this one as after varnishing it kind of attracts dust. This is what I have personally felt. So I don't prefer to use this varnish, but this varnish is available for a very cheaper price. I prefer using this varnish, that is Little Birdie Decor Varnish Gloss. There are 2 types available, gloss and matte. You can choose which one you want. This is also available in 20 ml box and 250 ml box. You can choose whichever you want. I have used this a lot of times and I have found it really good. The finishing is good and it does not attract any dust. So let's begin. First of all, we have to make sure that the painting is clean enough. There is no dust particle over it, and there is no humidity or dust around us, so that it doesn't ruin the painting. Make sure that you clean it. Make sure there is no dust particles, nothing on the painting. Otherwise, after varnishing, even the dust particles will be sealed along with it, and that will ruin everything. Also make sure it's dry, and maybe after painting we can keep it for around 2 weeks. This painting is acrylic, so I left it to dry for a week. So if it is oil painting, you might have to leave it for a very long time, so we have to choose accordingly. So don't hurry up whenever you're varnishing. Take it slow, clean it properly. Look for a ventilated area, and also use a smooth brush. Now you can either pour the varnish on the painting or use a cup or something from which you can use a brush to dip and varnish. I prefer pouring it over the painting, but make sure you're pouring all over evenly, and you can use your brush to spread across. Now when you're using your brush, make sure that strokes are smooth in one direction, and you should not be over brushing it, otherwise brush strokes could be seen after the varnishing is done. You can move your brush horizontally and vertically to cover all the area. Make sure that you are applying a single coat, a thin coat first, then making it thick. If you want more glossy look, you can also apply another coat or more, but after the first coat dries up. Make sure that you're not over brushing it. I think I have little here, but you have to make sure that you're not doing that. Just have to apply slight pressure and move all around, cover all the areas. When I initially started painting, I used to prefer these varnish spray, because I thought it's kind of easier to apply all over. You don't even have to think about how you're going to apply it, how you're going to use your brush or anything. But I personally started feeling like it doesn't give that effect that we get from doing it manually. But yeah, I forgot to tell, the most important thing is cleaning the brush after applying varnish if you're using brush. Cleaning the brush is really important after you're done with varnishing. Make sure that you're cleaning it immediately, and maybe you can use a little bit of water, since it's water based, or soap to clean it off and make sure it's dry again. I really like to see how it turns out after the varnishing is done. I really love to see that glossy look that it gives after the varnishing. You can see it over here, I'll show you. It's just one coat, but see how it looks, how shiny it looks. Now I always like this look, it kind of highlights the colors and everything. It gives the painting that look. I really love how the colors pop out after varnishing is done. And also, I forgot to tell you, make sure that you store or display it away from direct sunlight and humidity. Now coming to the second coat, I usually prefer to apply another coat. You may or may not, it's your choice. So second coat, it's kind of more tricky, I feel. You have to make sure that your brush is smooth and you're running it without much pressure. Maybe run it in only one direction so that you won't be able to see the brush strokes after it dries up. Also, you can try rotating the canvas in another direction, or maybe have a look at it from another direction to see how it looks. Because when you keep applying varnish from one direction, and if you try to view it from another direction, the painting looks different. That gloss effect will be different. So make sure that you're looking at it from all the directions. Now since I'm done applying the second coat, I remembered that I had another painting that I had done long before and I didn't apply varnish on it. It's always better to apply varnish and protect it. There are a lot of things that could damage the painting, not just sunlight and dust, but also fungal growth and other things. So I had this painting that I had done when I had been to my grandmother's place. So let's varnish that too. I won't be applying second coat on this painting. I just wanted to apply one thin layer of varnish. This particular painting, I didn't actually finish it. Sometimes you have to abandon a painting. You never feel like you have ever finished a painting, Feel like adding, doing some improvements, keep on working on it. It never is over. So I had to abandon this, otherwise I would have kept working on it, and I felt it's good as it is. So now once I varnish it, I can keep it for display. You can look at it, it's just one single layer, and how uniformly it's spread all across, and how how good it's making it pop out. Also look at this one with 2 layers of varnish. It looks good, isn't it? Varnishing makes it look so fresh, as if it's giving it a new life. Also, I forgot to tell you, make sure you keep something on the floor before varnishing. You can use a newspaper. Here I've used a blanket bag to cover the floor so that nothing drops down on the floor and don't have to do additional work. So I'm done with varnishing here. I'll be sharing the photos soon. I hope you have enjoyed it. See you soon. Bye.